We're going to start with this alert. This is coming out of Sebring in Highlands County. Something we don't see every day. A bear delayed pickup at Sebring Middle School this afternoon. FWC says this animal was wandering around the area just 2 blocks away from that school. Sky 10 is live near the school right now. Officers are working their way through a couple of neighborhoods, checking backyards and other potential hiding places. FWC tells us the bear was originally in a tree, but then it came down and started moving away from the school. So there is no imminent threat right now. FWC is now working with the Sebring Police Department to monitor the animal. Typically, in this situation, officials would move it to a less populated area. If that isn't possible, then they would have to trap it. But they say they're not sure if this is what is going to happen this time. Right now, the bear is being monitored and officials are hoping it will make its way back into the woods.